Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Appalachian Prospecting. Hey, sorry about this weekend with the meeting down there in Plymouth. Well, we had a problem with the snow and I don't know who got what, but it was just safer to cancel it. Got an announcement. We're also going to be recruiting members up at the Northeast Rendezvous. I got a hold of Hans today and he gave me full permission, so there'll be a banner up and a sign up there as well. But before we do that, we'll probably have a sign up locally. I did order some t-shirts today. I put the logo up on the Facebook page. Check that out. I'm also working with another member. Well, not quite member yet, but I'm sure he will be. He kind of made my logo look really good and get it shaped up and say Northern Appalachian member. It looks really good. I'm very impressed. Thank you. Moving along. What the club's going to do this year is, if we can get enough members, we're going to have an outing midsummer, possibly early fall, depending on how the money comes together and how I can get the pavilion. Because I want to have at least a day outing of everybody getting together. You know, try to get a couple prizes. We don't need to be as big as the big rendezvous we're going to, but you know, the Vermont chapter needs to start getting a little bit bigger too, and getting some of our youth into doing this as well. I'm very pro kids coming into this, and the thing about it is when kids start to learn this, they don't find gold and they get upset, and it's not fun to them because of the amount of digging. So it's more fun when you find gold, and this is why I'm putting together this Airbnb at my place, Lost Mine Ranch. Vermont Adventures in Prospecting is the name of the actual Airbnb. And I actually, speaking of that, we're gonna do another sequence on the cabin. I actually built a pond and I got a sprayer and all that, but that's another video. Sorry, I get off track. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Our club, I want to build it, and you know, I think somehow, some way we can, somewhere down the road, maybe approach the A&R if we all take care of our messes and try to get on the good side. But you know, if it hasn't happened yet, I wouldn't hold my breath. So let's see. Oh, the dredge is all back together. I did end up buying a new pump for it because the little one that was on there was, yeah, really, I mean, where are you going to find the parts for that thing? So I did buy a new pump. It's a little 4-stroke job. We've got it all jetted, set right. I just need it to warm up a little bit. I don't like putting my hands in that cold frickin' water. My gosh. So anyways, years ago I used to not care but the older we get, we know what sets into our joints, right, fellas? Another thing, I don't know if you can see it over here, but I'll pick it up if you can't. Try to get it into view. This is a 4,700 gallon per hour pump. It's got 16 amps, 12 volts. Check this puppy out. Game changer right here. Stealthy. That's another experiment I've been working on. Again, we need some warmer weather so I can test this out. And I think I just told you earlier that I built a pond that I can play with it in there. I did take the dredge, obviously, as you can see back in the video, and it's everything about it is working great. It's going to be fun to see this old girl back up to Bath, New Hampshire in the water, because supposedly this particular dredge was in the water up there a couple times, probably about 10-12 years ago. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to the big rendezvous that's coming right up. I do believe it's on Mother's Day weekend, I do believe. I'm probably going to be up there on Friday morning. The meet and greet is where I'll be signing up members if they want to sign up. If you don't, that's fine. It'd just be kind of fun to kind of build the club a little bit bigger. I hope you enjoyed that little back video of putting together the dredge. It was kind of fun. A little frustrating when the plastic kept breaking, but once I got past a certain area, and I think it was probably like gas or something from the little engine that was on there, got to it, because gas on that old plastic, I know, really beats it up. I knew it from my auto body shop from years ago. But anyways, and little motorcycle plastics. Anyways, I'm going to be recruiting there. I did get some t-shirts and window stickers in, but we're going to see when they come in. If they come in then I'll plan a Vermont sign up like we were going to do with the tailgate meet. So hold tight, everybody. Club's still working, still early, still chilly. Too chilly for me. I hope everybody's liking everything. I hope you like our new studio. You can kind of look behind me and see some cool stuff. This is kind of one of my cool things here. Check this out. That was used in Arizona. Right there. Yeah, pretty cool too. Has a battery pack as well in the back. That's kind of a cool piece. I don't know where I had it hanging, probably right there. This is just pieces and parts for the dredge. Green Mountain Gold Trap. That's a nice piece of equipment. Love it. I don't know if you guys can see down this low. But of course, I got this wonderful banner from very good people, great crop prospectors, love their kids, well-mannered. The Linsky family, thank you. This is my background, as you can see. This was the little dream mat thing that I bashed because it fell apart. I still use it because I like the mat. It's a little bit longer than what's in the buddy. But I'm telling you right now, you can slide this out, believe it or not, and you can attach this to the other one and extend it. That worked real well. So, you know, even though the sides blew off and I told you I wasn't happy with it, I'm still not happy with it. And I'm sure the owner has seen my video by now because it's got like over 4,000 views. Why he didn't reach out and try to fix this or tell me, hey, I'll slide you something. But that's the way it is sometimes. This is a sluice box that I use. I don't know if you can see over here. These are different mats that I use. Behind it is a screen. All right, that goes in the front of it. That's your classifying. Over here are my crushers. These are some sieves. The Fox. I got the Reaper from a friend of mine, fellow guy, Scotty. Love you, my man. So yeah, I got mats over here. So we're going to be working a little bit over here in the Middletown, Pulteney area. We're going to work some of the streams up a little bit this year. And this is over in the other Taconic Mountain Range, which is nothing to do with the greens. A lot of fun over here. You don't find piles of gold, but you do go home with some shiny, which is kind of fun. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a dig with Jeffrey Slade. We're going to be going and taking a look at some ore. Gold ore that was pulled out. We're going to be doing a trip there. Of course, we're going to be up at the rendezvous. I'm going to be doing video up there. So yeah, it's going to be a fun spring. The cabin build will be a next video. That should be up by Wednesday. Cabin build part 3. And just to tell everybody, I'm going to throw the pond in there. So you'll see that soon. Thanks everybody watching Northern Appalachian Prospecting. If you have any questions, most of you know how to get a hold of me, obviously. So have a good one. Thank you. All right, everybody. Just showing you what I had to do. I had to cut the top of the dredge open right here. Okay. And the reason why I had to do that was because there was way too much styrofoam in here from being filled up, and it bowed this whole sluice box way. So I opened it up on both sides. Plus, it was getting pretty crunchy. So what I did is, when I opened it up, I cleaned out all of that great stuff. And wow, what a bitch that is. Anyways, and so what I did is I made these and I bent them so they're like this. Okay. And then I went in here and I riveted them. And now what I'm going to do is what I did is I did put some more in, but I put the lightweight stuff in. So it's down in there. It's not to the top and bulging. So next step after that was to put this plastic on. And we just basically put it right in this area. And now we're using black RTV silicone. But underneath that, I'm using a product called Lexol. You want a good product, this shit. I don't have a clue. I'm not endorsed by them or anything, but I'm a handyman. I use this all the time on my plumbing shit. It's unreal. Plus, it's also flexible. And it doesn't take long to set to like a rubbery consistent that does not leak. So Lexol saves it all. So that's what I did, like in these cracks and whatnot. I put Lexol down. Then I put down the board. And of course, you can see I riveted it. And then put this board down. and then I'll put the black RTV. I'm going to do 2 coats on it, but you got to let it dry and do it right. And then on top of that, this right here will be its cover. This is how it's going to cover. Okay, so we're moving along. Next. Well, this is the second stage to it. We've put all the panels in. We've gooped them with black silicone. Underneath this, all the way on every seam, is Lexol. I've already talked about that. Okay, this is all closed back in. This has all of the filler in there. Lightweight filler that came up and it kind of stopped, which is awesome. Another thing we put in, these are called hooks that will stop the dredge from, if you need to move it out in the water, you can put like a little stake in down here, boom, 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 in the ground, and have it off it so it'll be out in the current if need to. I guess you want to call these current hooks. There. We just named something. So, current hooks on, in case you need to put a little wire out and put a little nail on it as you're doing whatever over here. Sluice boxes, and let's get back here. So, all this stuff has to dry. That's coming right up. We're just going to let it dry. And then, like I told you earlier, we're going to put this on top. And I think she's ready to roll, huh? And then, I have to put the Venturi on the back, get a pump running, and see if this thing will suck. So, couple things. New pump. And I also have a new electric pump coming. Stay tuned. Well, this would be segment 3. Here she is, out on the pond. I've got 9 pounds worth of fine black sand inside of the chute. I have a 4-stroke weed eater engine pump. I fixed the pontoons. I've got the 2 little eye hooks on there in case we got to put her out in the current. Alright. So I also added in another pound. I'm sorry, another 8 pounds for water running through. I cannot believe how stable this thing is for a little shit. Look at this. Okay. Oh yeah, I put this on, the steel part that's all been glazed. I don't think it looks half bad. I think this thing's getting ready to run. Well, everybody's going to see this in Bath, New Hampshire for the big Nutmeg Rendezvous or Northeast Gold Prospectors Rendezvous. She will be in action. 1972 Keene backpack dredge is resurrected. One more thing. This pump will be coming off, and I want to be able to set up a electric pump with a battery up here instead of the weight of the motor. So that battery pack will be running the actual dredge. It's going to be interesting to see how it works. Next step, now that we got her floating and got the pump for it, to see how this thing's going to work, right? So, anyways, guys, this was segment 3 of the rebuild. She's rebuilt, she's floating, and this thing's ready for Bath, New Hampshire.